talking about the project, like what was your thought with a lot of the beats? Because like it definitely has a different feel. I think it has a very gritty hip hop feel with a lot of the tracks on here. But like when you were creating these, and you even like, because I remember you had sent an initial pack to me, and I started recording a few songs, but like you sent another pack after a while. I think because we had talked, I took a little break for a couple
Hmm.
of months, and then I said send me some new stuff. And like once I heard the first track, I think it might have even been It Is What It Is. Maybe it was the first one that I did. But once I did that one, it was just kind of off to the races from there. So like what was your thought process behind, the beats that you sent? Like how did you really, because I know you said sometimes you kind of think about how I how I flow, but like how did you see these beats fitting me?
Well, I think I was looking actually at those first two stashes of folders of beats that I sent you earlier as well, and I was like comparing them to like the beats we got on this project. And I think my goal with all three, like either subconsciously or knowing, actively knowing, was to try to get a different sound from the first project we did. I didn't want the beats to sound like. But what wound up happening is since I do try to cater to your flow, like a lot of you, like people are going to notice, like you got to have a sharp ear, but like a lot of the drum patterns are similar to some of the stuff that we've done from our older stuff. But that was on purpose, I feel like, because I feel like while I switched up the type of samples like I was using for the beats I gave you, like these are definitely more like soulful, like you said, gritty type of samples. I wanted to keep those drums either similar or get rid of drums completely because I still want to maintain the essence and I can inspire you. I feel like the drum patterns I use to me get inspiring songs from you. Like the single that was just out recently for us, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I feel like it has a similar type of bounce to at a different speed, the single from our first album, but the sample pattern, the way I did and chopped it up, everything's completely different. So like I said, you gotta have a real trained ear to hear it, you know, so you gotta be like one of us, like a producer or somebody like that, you know, to really get that little nuance similarity, you know. But
Yeah.
I really want to have that sample different to kind of, like I said, inspire you, you know what I'm saying? But keep something in there that would want to write to it. So that was my goal. Like have something bouncy but still different at the same time.
What would you say out of all the tracks that we've done, was probably your favorite or, maybe even top three on the album that I did?
On this album here,
Yeah.
okay, I'm gonna go, man. You know what? What really, like listening last night, like I like the emotion that Crossroads gives. You know what I'm saying? Because it sounds like something relationship based. I don't know how much facts are in that song, but it sounds like it was heartfelt, like something that was really bothering you on the inside that you needed to express. So I felt that, you know what I'm saying? You made me feel that song with what you were, you know, saying on the microphone. So I'm gonna say Crossroads is like so far ahead, number one. They like ran it high from the rest, ran it hid from the rest of the pack. And that's not saying nothing bad about any of the other songs, just that song spoke to me personally, you know what I'm saying? So I really, really, I love Cross. So that might be one of the best songs we've done, period, since we worked together. Personally, it's definitely in the top three of that. But as far as this album is number one, I'm going to go number two. Uh, I like Standing on Business because personally, from what I did, I like the fact that it's drumless, but it still has a bounce to it, kind of like with the Congo thing I put in there. So it's not all the way drumless. I use like a percussion kind of Congo thing in there. And I like your flow on that beat, you know what I'm saying? Because that was something else, like I said earlier, I want to kind of challenge you with like see how you would sound with drumless beats to see how that would come off. And it sounds really, really dope. Like Standing Up Business is really dope. We got another one on there that's drumless called What a Shame. And is there a third drumless beat on there? I can't remember off the top of my head. But definitely those two are. But Standing on Business, I would say second. And third, see, it's once we get to three, like all of them start sounding really, really good to me. So it's
Yeah.
hard to pick one. But I guess I would go Let It Burn, and probably for a really stereotypical reason. Because, with you being a Southern brother, you know what I'm saying? I kind of channel my inner Pimp C with that beat, with making that beat, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? I wanted to have a real kind of like UGK sounding when I was making it. And like as soon as I made it, I knew that was going to you. As soon as it was done, I'm like, this is going to die. Then I went like full UGK 96 riding dirty with that. You know what I'm saying? I had the church organ in it.
Yeah, yeah.
Just the plucking guitar strings in it. Just really, 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 I really went full in on that route. So I like the way that beat turned out. I like you have a different type of flow with that song as well, too, with that beat. And that's what really made that come together. So Let It Burn. Let It Burn is really funky. I think people are going to gravitate personally towards that one more than any other song on there.